Hi, this is Sophia Cartman, host of the Dream Big podcast show. Place to learn, laugh, and grow.
And this is Olga Cartman. Welcome to the Dream Big podcast.
Big dreamers, who has done something in your life that seemed impossible, very difficult, unbelievable, and now it's a part of your life? Maybe it's swim or surf or ski or even read or write. If you said it to me, I hear you. In the last episode, I shared with you how I climbed up the crater and left a little cliffhanger. Now we're going to uncover that cliffhanger and make it the best day of your life.
If you haven't heard that episode, please do so. It's episode 312, and you can find show notes at dreambigpodcast.com/312, or just get to the previous episode on iTunes or anywhere you listen. There, Sophia shared her assumptions and how she almost missed one of the best days of her life.
Life. Remember how I was standing on the top of the mountain thinking to myself, what a beautiful land.
If only Sophia let her assumptions rule and take over her, she would miss on 360 degrees of beauty.
What I haven't shared yet was what surprise was waiting for me at the top and how much fun I had going all the way to the bottom. Make sure to stay to the very end to see this one personal moment of my life.
Oh boy, if you just implement this one lesson from Sophia's personal experience, everything would be possible. Well, maybe almost everything. Like unicorns can become real again. You know what time it is.
It's time to dream big.
Welcome to the Dream Big podcast show. We're inspiring you to shoot for the moon, take aim and go. We bring to you amazing guests who truly love what they do. Every day they're living their dreams, and so can you. Dream big, take action to reach your goals. Are you pumped yet? It's showtime, let's rock and roll.
Before Sophia goes into personal story, I would like to remind you that we're still in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. The island of Oahu was formed about 3 million years ago when two shield volcanoes erupted to create the Waianae and Ko'olau mountain ranges that form most of the island. About 300,000 years ago, a new series of smaller eruptions created the tuff cones on the southeast side of Oahu: Punch Bowl, Diamond Head, and Cocoa Head. It was also the source of the lava flow that created the area southeast of Diamond Head, known as a Black Point. Just over 100 years ago, the U.S. government purchased Diamond Head crater, setting the stage for military development of the crater. In 1905, the U.S. government paid only $300,000 for Diamond Head's crater and some of the surroundings area, totaling over 720 acres.
Mom, that's a lot of land for $3,000.
I know, right? What can you buy for $3,000 nowadays? Definitely not 720 acres. That's a lot of land, for sure. Sophia, if you had this much land, what would you do?
Probably buy a bunch of little doll houses on the top and then make it my secret stash for toys.
Well, I guess back in the days, some boys at the U.S. Army said, you know what, we want, instead of dollhouses, we want lookout points and the military base points there. And that's exactly what they created. In 1905, the U.S. government, when they bought this area was later developed into forts. Forts Ruger, if I'm not mistaken, and I apologize if I pronounce it incorrectly, which along with Fort De Rossi on the west end of what is now Waikiki and some other facilities was the backbone of the U.S. Army Coastal Artillery Defense System for a number of years.
What's cool about this area that it has a few tunnels that go through the walls of this crater.
Yes, we drove through first tunnel when we came in, and it was known as a mule tunnel. And back in the days, it was so small that only mules could go through. Later, they made it wider. Now cars can get through, and actually there is a parking lot in the middle of the crater on the bottom.
There's two things I discovered on the top of the mountain. One, a beautiful lookout point. One, stairs that lead to the bottom. And more cool tunnels. So after we were done, when my mom took thousands of pictures, we went down to the third level on the military base. It was the coolest thing ever. It had a beautiful lookout. And guess what? It was an observation room. You had to duck your head to crawl in. And it was really cool. And there were spiral stairs going all the way down to the base of the mountain.
Those spiral stairs were so old and so rusty, and the whole mountain and that teeny tiny room looked like it was built during the World War II. I could see our soldiers climbing up that mountain through those stairs to look all the way in the ocean for enemies. That observation room also had a big pedestal where they probably were putting spotting scope to see far, far in the ocean.
So the spiral stairs led me to like a little tunnel hallway. And there was a bunch of other military bases, but they were blocked off. But anyway, it led me to 99 steps in those stairs. A little place where that tunnel was. It was fun, it was nice, and it was really cool. It was like I was playing hide and seek on the top of the world. And it was really cool because, I got to see almost the whole island. And a couple other islands, too. I saw it in the distance. Imagine that my negative thoughts would take over me. I want to get to see those tunnels. I probably wouldn't even be here recording this podcast. I'll be recording about, we don't have a podcast for you today. I'm sorry. The famous Tony Robbins, this is his famous quote. Where your mind goes, energy flows. I changed my mindset. I changed my energy. And now I'm really happy I went on it. I went down there cheering people up and saying, it's not a long way. If you want to take a little shortcut, go up those stairs. I knew they would be pleasantly surprised with the view. I knew they would love it. And if they wanted to take a little shortcut, it was okay.
That's right. And Sophia, I'm so proud that you did that because you are creator of this life. And that's a great reminder for our big dreamers that everything in these lives comes first from your mindset, from your decision. And here, one important lesson that we learned from Tony Robbins, as Sophia mentioned, where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you focus on positive, the positive will happen in your life. You only will see positive. If you only focus on negative thinking and your assumptions that, as Sophia said in the last episode, they will grow as roots in your body. So it's your choice to have positive thoughts growing in your body and positive emotions, or have negativity and assumptions take over you.
Here's what I can suggest for you big dreamers. If you really want something, and don't make assumptions that it's going to be bad or nice or good, decide from the bottom of your heart that this is what you're going to get. Feel it. Let the positivity go through your body. Make it all nice inside. Want to help. Everything. Seeing yourself in life. Having fun. Maybe on your toy car. That's my example. Maybe with your new doll, maybe in your new playhouse, maybe playing on your new jump rope, maybe climbing that mountain. If you're in Oahu with me, go to Diamond Head and see the amazing things it has for you. Now that you imagined it, focus and take action. Go for it. You got it. You are creator of your life.
Yes, Sophia. Amen. I love your stories. And you know what? You are great inspiration to all of us. And just shows us again and again. If you focus on something, you learn, you go for it. Sophia, just short 12 episodes ago, you were not even doing the whole episode of the podcast. You were doing little jokes. And you once said, I really want to be a host of the podcast. I want to share my stories. You started focusing on it, mastering it. You took action, and you do take action every week. Otherwise, we would not have Dream Big Podcast.
Thank you, Mom. I love doing what I do. I love being at this podcast. It's the best thing. Maybe one day I'll get to meet you, big dreamers, and I'll be so happy if I do.
Thank you, Sophia. I'm sure if you focus on it, it will expand. Keep dreaming big. Big dreamers, today we have a fun challenge for you, as always. We invite you today to start noticing where in your life you are limiting yourself with your thinking and change that. Maybe it's one phrase. Maybe it's an action. Maybe you always wanted to do something but kind of was stopping yourself because thought, I'm too little, it's not time yet, I can't do this. Start changing that from negative thinking to positive thinking and see how life will start changing for you. See if you're going to have more fun in life. See if your mood changes. As always, you can write to us about your progress, about your challenge, and even tag us in your videos if you decide to record one on Instagram. Our Instagram is Dream Big Podcast. Me and Sophia will love seeing your messages and tags, and we always look who is following us on a daily basis. So please follow us and shoot us a message. If you enjoyed this episode, then please tell your friends and family about the Dream Big Podcast. And again, you can point them to dreambigpodcast.com/313. And if you're enjoying the podcast, please take a moment to leave us a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. We do read your reviews and it helps us to get in front of many big dreamers. Thank you so much again. We will be looking for your messages on our Instagram, Dream Big Podcast. Please find us and say hi.
As always, thank you so much for tuning in to Dream Big Podcast. This is Sophia Cartman
And Olga Karpman.
reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take massive action and turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. See you in the next episode. Bye.